What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to take a look at an RTA, and I purchased this RTA for the purpose of this review. So lately there's been a lot of YouTube reviewers coming out with devices, and this is exactly that. So this RTA is the Wotofo Serpent SMM, and it's designed by Matt from Suck My Mod. It's a 24mm RTA, holds 4 milliliters of e-juice, has bottom adjustable airflow, and the airflow, it's pretty neat. It comes up through your post and exits through the post. And I'll show you that in a close-up. It's going to run you around $36.99, and yeah, so what we'll do is we'll dive down and we will take a closer look at it. Then we'll come back up and I'll give you my final thoughts. So with that said, see you down below. Alright, here is the box that Wotofo Serpent SMM comes in. In the box you will get 2 spare glass sections. You will get a user manual. You will get the Wotofo giveaway card. You will get this black Phillips head screwdriver. And you will get 3 of these bags. One containing cotton. The next will have 3 fused Clapton coils. I only have 1 left. I have used 2 of them. And this is a 3mm fused Clapton coil. And the last bag will have 4 post screws along with an assortment of O-rings. And of course you will get the Serpent SMM single coil RTA. .24mm RTA stands 40.5 millimeters tall from the base to the top of the 16mm Ultim 510 drip tip. It holds 4 milliliters of e-juice. Here is the AFC ring. Has 2 large 10mm airflow ports. The AFC ring does have a stop in the open and closed position. Now let's look at the bottom. You'll see Suck My Mod, Wotofo's website. Here is your 510 connection. Does have very nice threading. The negative portion of the 510 is 3.9 millimeters long. Complete with positive pin, the overall 510 length is 4.4 millimeters long. The positive pin is surrounded by a protruding peak insulator, and combined you have 0.6 millimeters of protrusion. So if you want, you can run this on a hybrid. Alright, let's take this top fill cap off. Again, it has very nice threading. Alright, so up here you will see 2 large 16 millimeters wide fill ports for very easy juice filling. Alright, let's remove the glass and the chimney section. Pop the glass off. Alright, on the chimney you will see the word Serpent SMM and then a logo on this side, and they are engraved into the chimney. You have your single O-ring at the top. And if you look inside, it does have a nice conical shape, which helps to increase the flavor. The chimney does have an inner diameter of 6 millimeters. Let's check out how the airflow travels on this tank. Alright, so the airflow is going to enter into these dedicated 10mm airflow slots. There is a divider on the inside that divides your airflow. Alright, so the airflow travels in through here. And what it does is it enters into a 4.4 millimeter port that is on the bottom of each post. So it goes into that 4.4 millimeter port, and then it comes out through these two 3.3 millimeter ports here. And with proper coil placement, the airflow will hit the bottom and the side of your coil. Now the build deck. So your build deck is 17.8 millimeters wide from here to here, the threaded section. But the buildable space is 7 by 11 millimeters. The reason for that, and that's between your posts. You got 7, and then from hole to hole, your wick holes, you have 11. And the reason for the smaller build space is obviously because of the post design and it being a single coil RTA. You have two 4.3 millimeter wick ports, and this build deck itself actually sits 11 millimeters off of the floor. Let me see if I can do this. That's how far off the floor the build deck sits. From my finger right here, 11 millimeters. So essentially you kind of have like a juice well design, and that allows the tank to stay short but still hold 4 milliliters of e-liquid. Alright, building on this RTA is very, very easy. It's designed to accept counterclockwise or clockwise wrapped coils, and you have a total of 4 Phillips head screws for your coil placement. So if you're doing it clockwise, say you'll use this one and this one, counterclockwise wrap, that one and that one. It's just very, very simple. So I think I pretty much covered everything on this RTA. So let's go ahead, we will throw a build in it, we'll wick it, and then we'll vape it, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, so for this, I'm just going to go ahead and put the same coil that I had in there already. This is the fuse Clapton that came with the RTA, and it's the 3 millimeter fuse Clapton. Take your coil, set your coil in place, make sure you have it pretty well centered. It's obviously easier with a new coil because you have your leads to hold on to. Alright, I mean, that's it. It's very, very simple to build on. Let's throw some cotton in here. So what I've been doing is taking the cotton, folding it over, taking my scissors, putting them right above. Pretty much what I do is I put my scissor between the threaded part and the top of the AFC. So right there. Go right like that. And cut it. So I'll do one side at a time in case I got to pull the cotton through a little more. Fluff it out just a tad. Take my tweezers. And that's it. You don't want the cotton hitting the very bottom or the floor. There's no reason for that. You don't need that much cotton in here. So that's how I've been running it, just like that. I have no dry hits, no leaking, no nothing. I mean, essentially, it really shouldn't leak the way the airflow is designed. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and wick the other side, juice it up, and then we're going to vape. So same thing, bend my cotton down, put my scissors right in there. Trim it off, fluff it up a tad, sorry if I keep hitting the camera. I'm trying a different camera angle because it's kind of a pain in the ass to do this with a camera right in front of you. So I was trying a different camera angle, and I don't know if it's actually working right or not. Let me know in the comments how this build portion looks. Alright, so now we got it wicked up. Let's put some juice. I'm going to use some of this Funk Master Nanas. It's actually really good. It's like a banana frosted flakes. Alright. Got it nice and juiced up. Grab my glass. Top cap back on. Hit the fucking camera again. And there you go. You are ready to vape. Alright guys, I'm going to throw it on my mod and I will meet you back up top. Alright guys, and we're back. And let's just jump right into it. Let's do pros and cons. So, the first pro is going to have to be the flavor. When compared to other single coil RTAs like the new Amit 25 and a few other ones, personally, I actually think this one beats them all. The flavor on this is spot on. Matt really nailed it with this RTA. I'm telling you, it's an awesome RTA. Low profile. It's a really kick-ass RTA, and the flavor is awesome. The build deck, there's another pro. It has the single coil build deck, but the way it's set up, you don't have to worry about wrapping your coils clockwise or counterclockwise. You can wrap them whatever way you want, and as long as your leads come out on opposite sides, you're good to go. So wrap it however you want. And for a small build deck, you can fit decent sized coils in here. I mean, you can put a 4mm coil in here, and it will fit fine. So, like I said, it's a nice build deck, and it's really easy to build on. Another pro, I personally like Ultim, and I like the Ultim drip tip. I don't care that it's a 510 drip tip. I mean, it's a small RTA, so the 510 drip tip fits fine. It works fine. So yeah, that for me, that's another pro. The airflow, definitely a big pro on the airflow. You can dial the airflow right down, and you can do mouth to lung on this device without a problem. And wide open, it still has significant amounts of airflow. So I've been vaping it wide open. I like it wide open. I'm not a mouth to lung vapor, but you can do mouth to lung on this. With it wide open, I mean, for the most part, I would compare the airflow on this with the Reload RTA. It's got just about the same amount, you know, just about the same amount of airflow. Let's vape real quick. The flavor on this is just spot on. I'm vaping this Funk Master Nanas. It's like a banana frosted flake. This shit is killer. I'm loving this juice. And the flavor I'm getting off this tank is awesome. I mean, awesome. Alright, next pro. Comes with 3 very well-made fused Clapton coils. They're 3mm fused Claptons, and they're very nice coils. And it comes with 3. Definitely a pro. Next pro, small form factor, still fits 4 milliliters of e-liquid. awesome. That's a awesome pro. A lot of devices coming out now have those 2 milliliter tanks, and it's just not enough. Next pro, did I mention flavor? Phenomenal. Anyways, the last pro would have to be the 2 glass tank sections that it comes with. And I'm very happy that it did come with 2, because unfortunately, I don't know if you can see the crack in that, but it is, see the crack right there. It came this way. This was the glass that was actually on this RTA. When I took it out of the package, it was already broke. So there you go. I still got one. Alright. Let's go to cons. And you're probably not going to like me for this, but I don't have any cons for this tank. In all honesty, 100% honest, I mean, I bought the tank, so if it sucked, I'm going to tell you it sucks. But it doesn't. I have no cons for this tank. I'm really loving it. I mean, it seems like the quality of devices is just really, really good lately. And like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm on a lucky streak with buying stuff, but I don't really have any cons for most of the things I've been reviewing. I mean, I do have some mods that I bought that I have cons for, and a couple mods, like, for instance, the Liasmo Wyvern. I mean, it's a nice mod, but it's definitely got some cons, and I will have a review up on this soon. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. I don't have any cons for this tank. It's an awesome tank. The taste you get off it is fucking phenomenal. I'm just loving it. I really am. Anyways, guys, you have to remember, these are my opinions. I mean, I give you as much technical info about these tanks that I can, and really it's up to you to take that info and other reviewers' information and make sure it's something that fits your need, that fits your vaping style, and that you want to add to your collection. Nobody can tell you what you like except for yourself. So, I mean, that's it. With all that said, that's the end of the video, guys. I mean, I'm loving the tank. It's an awesome, awesome RTA. If you want, check it out. Watch some other reviews. For 36 bucks, I don't think you can go wrong. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and vape on.